It's September 10th, 2014. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. Around 3:45, I was speaking with Jeff Mendenhall, the chief of police of Upland, and I let him know about my complaint and my intent to protest if they didn't take the situation seriously in regards to my claim against one of the officers for personally threatening me in my previous video where I'm in uniform. And, I told him, hey, we don't have to be so formal about this, since it's an internal problem and, we can all just sit down and talk about it and figure out what the issue is and then move on because, I have work to do. And, he told me, unfortunately, it's not that easy because their officers have rights that protect them. And I was asking him, well, who's going to protect me against this officer who, I saw just north of my location, on the 6th, putting a gun in his back, in his clothing. And didn't identify himself as an officer, and it's like I had to step out of the situation and behind the gate in order to not have to shoot him because, I don't know if he's a police officer or not. And so I actually argued with him because he kept trying to make a point of potentially interfering with police, their police work, and I was like, if you guys have warrants, you guys have rights to be there, I have to assist you, but you haven't shown any of that stuff yet. So I told him, hey, it doesn't have to be like this. I need a letter of intent apology from the officer that had given the personal remark in regards to things coming back to me personal. Oh, it broke. Can you get me another one? Thank you. And, he said that, he can't make an officer write that letter and it's probably never going to happen. And I was like, well, I don't know this person. What's to keep them from hurting me? And he's like, oh, you don't have to worry about them hurting you. They're not going to hurt you. And I'm like, how do you know that? And he's like, oh, I know the guy. And I was like, so he's not going to hurt me? And he's like, no. I was like, what, does he just walk around telling people he's going to do things to him? And he's like, oh, well, I can't confirm or deny that. So I was like, look, I just need the recording from Lieutenant Ansara. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And he said, unfortunately, that recording never took place. And that, magically just disappeared. So I told him at that point, I was like, unfortunately, at this point, I have no choice but to go on the defensive. What's up?
I just can't get up.
What do you want me to do? Look at, who's that? That's you.
It's doing the same thing.
Yeah, you're weird.
It's doing the same thing.
You're such a ham.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Would you help me get up there?
Yeah, can I finish this video real quick? Just real quick.
You want to video me?
You want me to video you, Crook?
Yeah.
Alright, go for it.
Try to picture me.
I did. Chick, picture. Click. Picture. Click. Picture. Click. Click.
Why is it not doing it?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let me finish this real quick, okay? So, I told him, you're leaving me no choice here. First you guys tell me I need to get a subpoena, and then you tell me the recording doesn't exist, and I asked him, does this recording exist? And he's like, yeah. So he says I can just go down to... it broke. He told me I could just go down to City Hall and make a requisition for a public record, which he says that was. And I don't understand why the chief of police is telling me that I can get our conversation as a public record, but for some reason the conversation between me and the lieutenant, when he called me, I have to have a court subpoena for it. But luckily I don't need one anymore because magically delicious, it doesn't exist. Isn't that nice? Thank you so much, sweetheart. So this is what I'm faced with right now. And now it's about to get real. I told him I have no choice but to take the offensive. So now I'm going to probably be conducting a protest and seeking legal action in order to keep myself from getting shot by this officer and make sure that he's no longer a threat. Please don't. Can you do me a favor and not pick any more of these flowers, please? There's somebody else's flowers. I got you on video.
Can I just put me on there?
In a minute. Can I have just a minute?
Just for 2 times?
Oh, yeah.
Like this many?
Okay, give me a minute, okay? Thank you. So that's what I'm looking at, I told him, I have to deal with all types of criminal activity, and the last thing I need is police officers shooting at me. You know what? When I get the recording, we'll sit down and I'll play this video and we'll all listen to it together. But there's a good chance that this recording doesn't exist. Today's September 10th. It is. You can come over here, and you want to come back over here behind me? Today's September 10th. It's 5 o'clock. Hey, say that. You want a picture? Click. No. Want to see something funny? Nah. I licked you.
I didn't say you could lick me.
there's a good chance that this recording doesn't exist. Or,
like
I was telling him, I was like, the situations that Lieutenant Ansara or whatever had presented or suggested, I told him we're likened to me getting a bunch of guards and going into the police station with guns and just doing whatever the hell we want. There's rules and regulations. I'm talking to people.
No, that's you.
All right, you got it. I'm talking to myself. I do that sometimes.
Have you tried to put me on there?
Watch, I talk to myself. Watch. Am I beautiful? Yes,
No.
I'm beautiful. Hey, why did you tear off Pip's mouth?
Because I'm stupid.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Who told you you're stupid? No, you're not stupid. You're smart. And you're beautiful, too. All right, well, I gotta go play with Zoe right now, so... You're such a ham. I'm not talking to myself.
Yes, you are.
All right, maybe I am.
All right, come on. Just
Maybe
help me
nobody's
get on
listening.
There, please. That's what friends do. Just help me on
That's
there.
what friends do?
Yep.
Friends help friends? That sounds about right.
So come on, Dad. Will you help me?
Sounds about right.
Please help me.